Greetings, fellow gamers. LMS Alucard here with Ambivalent Gaming, and welcome to episode 4 of What Would Alucard Do? Here we discuss loadouts, strategies, philosophies, and so on when playing various games, but primarily focused on Destiny 2. Before we get going, make sure you shoulder charge the like button and subscribe. Every little bit helps us out. Today, we'll be discussing some survival tactics I use while playing just about any activity. Some of these you may know, some you may not. Disclaimer, I do not play my Warlock and Hunter often, so the information here may be scarce or inaccurate regarding what they can do. I ask that you add information or correct me should I be wrong. Keep in mind this is what I do and may not necessarily be the best nor fit with your playstyle. All that said, let's get started. First, you need to understand a little bit about how the AI targeting works in Destiny. Most attacks made by the NPCs have a predictive variable, meaning they will try to shoot based on where you will be, not where you are. The higher difficulty you are engaged in, the more accurate and better predictive they become. On top of that, some projectiles have tracking capabilities, such as some fallen vandals or captains may have. All that said, your movement plays a huge factor as to whether or not you will be hit by enemy fire. Same applies to what type of jump or dodge you use. It is important to know how your movement can affect this predictive variable. Snipers are a great place to start. In easy content, simply strafing left and right, as you can see here, can be sufficient. Same applies to normal ranged shots from basic enemies such as Acolytes and Dregs. In higher content, such as Grandmasters, simple strafing is not always successful. You should also predict the enemy fire, which when it comes to snipers, it is usually not too bad with enough practice. Just before they fire their shot, you should strafe one direction, then immediately move back just as they fire. If done right, this will cause them to fire right past you. Another solid tactic to use against snipers is peeking from cover. You simply pop out from cover, get in a quick shot, be it scout, sniper, bow, so on. Do this quickly enough and they will never hit you. Finally, a similar idea can be used when crouching, but that's a little more difficult to execute. Next, we look at tracking projectiles. While some are more difficult to avoid, such as rockets, the basic arc shots from fallen NPCs are common. I have found that running forward and diagonal to the enemy works well. Of course, you can add a jump in there, but the idea is to add as much movement as you can and as fast as you can. Sometimes sliding can work as well. Keep in mind, at higher difficulties, these projectiles tend to happen in greater bursts and track better. It always helps to make sure there's cover nearby to get behind. It also helps to know how the AI behaves. Every shot you miss increases the odds you will be killed. Enemies will try to dodge your attacks and retreat if necessary. This isn't terrible to deal with usually, but another thing enemies will do is constantly shoot where you might be or peek at. Should you pop around a corner while a sniper is still popping shots there, you can be killed. Or sometimes the overload champion may be shooting tracking projectiles that will murk you the moment you come out from cover. Enemies will sometimes push you, especially if you get pretty close, so be aware they may charge and follow up with a melee. Finally, let's look at some common tactics, though not always thought of. Number 1. If a Titan pops their barricade while sprinting, they will do a forward roll. This can cause sniper shots to miss. Number 2. Blinding and disorienting your enemies will stop them from attacking, even supplicants. Number 3. Running mods on your armor that cause healing is helpful. Duh. Number 4. Some abilities provide some healing or protection capabilities. Number 5. Some armor mods provide damage resistance under certain conditions. Number 6. Some exotic armors enhance your abilities with defensive or healing power. Number 7. Some exotic weapons can do the same thing. Number 8. If in a fire team, your teammates can also provide additional benefits. This means having a proper fire team of subclasses and equipment can also increase your chances to survive. Number 9. Using the appropriate weapons given a situation will allow better offense. And 10. Be patient. Sometimes hanging back a little is a better option than running in guns blazing. That'll do it for us today. What survival tactics do you use? What did I miss? Feel free to drop a comment below. Also, be sure to check us out on Twitch. We have folks that stream regularly, providing you with fresh content almost daily. Links in the description below. Until next time, game on, brethren.